Hey, everybody, welcome to the Tech-Mex podcast. We're your hosts, Eric and Mondo. This is episode 103. We're bringing you the top stories in Bitcoin, tech, and wealth. So maybe you can offshore your chores too. Dale.
I want to see that, man. Okay. The first headline here, Musk macro card versus Microsoft. The AI war continues, man. It's like, this is just so hilarious to me. Freaking Elon is just the truly the meme lord. Man, even the name
It's
that he picked up.
genius. How do we combat Microsoft macro hard, right? This
They
can't be
are
the first
micro.
time someone's tried to like do a company name like that, right? Or did he
Yeah, I
really just
guess.
come up with that? So it's so obvious.
Dude, this is not a small potatoes, right? This is new Elon's. It's a 13 billion like meme bet. Uh, I, I until you send me this thing, like I start paying attention. Like, man, this is why he's building that.
Mhm.
He's trying to basically build an AI disruption to try to compete with Microsoft, because we have seen through, I guess, two couple decades how Microsoft has created software so that way humans can just kind of use them. They create Excel, they have the graphic interface, PowerPoint, and obviously the operating system. But now I am very curious how all of these engineers, they are gonna think in an AI native type of. I think that they are actually gonna think more on machine to machine, AI to AI agent, instead of thinking of user interfaces. It's funny that maybe now the human will be the least of the interactions. I think that that's what they're gonna do. What do you think?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, and this is, I guess, the logical next step because right, Elon's building XAI. He's got Grok, and he knows that what's going to be the best way to actually test the capabilities, right, of his AI and Grok is to, well, can it actually just go out and replace Microsoft as a whole, like what it can do. So basically, I think he's just saying, hey, I'm going to build macro hard to duplicate Microsoft, but make it all AI. So yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of machine to machine thinking and creating of products and things like that. But if you think about it, it I yeah, I don't see any reason why Grok can't replace a lot of these products or come up with their own version of these products to try and make humans more efficient. Now, assuming those are the types of products that it's going to want to create, right?
I think that is Elon. When I was working under him, he was very keen on having, if he feels like humans interfere, right? Like it's just funny because then other people actually that are doing for humans, but in his mind is like, no, they're too slow. So uh, and also it's interesting that he needs a lot of engineers around him because a lot of the products and things that he's building, but also he feels that even them, um, they are basically a roadblock, right? Like too slow. So reading between the lines, he has three pillars. Number one is the compute power, which is Colossus. Number two is that he thinks that Grok, what you're mentioning, that he has the language model, which in his mind is like, oh, it's better than freaking GPT
Mm-hmm.
5. It's like my dick is bigger than yours. So, and then number three is autonomous agents, which basically in participation with everything. And now we are start seeing, um, in this case, OpenAI trying to build their agents and their with the UI and all of that. Um, my perspective is that I think that Elon is not very good on creating platforms. What I mean with platforms is just basically a place where you have an SDK for other engineers to be able to leverage. He's relying on, it's like, no, my people are going to do it, my agents are going to do it, Grok is going to do it. And then you don't even have to worry about that because I'm going to be rebuilding that. I'm very curious how it's going to turn out because I feel that even Grok, I don't see Grok being the choice for a lot of the other tooling around it. You see Claude, which is basically kind of the other algo. Then you start seeing maybe obviously OpenAI for other things. They create APIs, so that way they can be used for other tooling. But it's just it reminds me a lot like a Steve Jobs, right? Like Steve Jobs, like nope, I'm not gonna play around with people, right? I'm gonna close my operating system. I'm gonna use my own hardware. It feels like he's like that. What do you think?
Yeah. Uh, you know, we've seen these AI agents already coming about, like in terms of like from ChatGPT, you can create your own agent, stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think this is really it's really good because I think he's trying to like dog food his product, right? It's like he's gonna put Grok and his supercomputers right to the test, and he's really gonna see what it's gonna take in terms of what AI agents are really gonna be necessary to run a full company. I think he's not just going to do right. Hey, I'm going to have an AI agent coder. Yeah, sure. That's kind of an obvious example, but he's going to do that. Create agents for the whole teams, for all the teams, right? That includes like your marketing, your branding, your project management, your product management, your QA testing. He's gonna create agents for everything. And he's going to see kind of where the gaps are. And I think in doing that, he's also going to be able to make Grok smarter. He's going to be able to train it and where maybe there's deficiencies. Right now, we see coding is like an easy target, but there's other things that he's going to be able to do. So I think that's going to be pretty cool to see how he's going to try and actually um, bring it to like prove that yes, we can build a whole company that can replace something that's been embedded in a part of our culture for so long, like Microsoft. I think this goes back to also one of his thoughts and maybe a little bit some of his political thoughts. There's always been this thought of a universal basic income. And he always argued like there's the basic part. It doesn't have to be basic income. He says AI can provide enough to give people like a high income, a universal high income instead of a universal basic income. So I think he's thinking, this is going to be maybe a framework that we can use to actually build a lot of businesses. Microsoft just being one right now that he's targeting for maybe personal reasons. Who knows? We can dig into that too. But I think maybe that has to do with that. He wants to prove that yes, AI can be used for good because he's also always said we've got to be careful with AI. It can turn into Terminator or whatever. So he's trying to tie all these different things together and say, look, this is how we can move forward, sustain the economy with pure AI companies and create whatever it is that we need. Now, do we need another version of Word? I don't know. What do you think?
uh, well, it goes back to as well on the glimpses of his thinking, right? Like when I was in Twitter and there were massive layoffs, right? And and it actually defines what we were thinking because we thought, you know what, this is going to be a layoff, maybe 20%, maybe 50%, right? And from his mind, it's like he nuked almost 85, 90% of the people. So then that was very strange. And again, I stayed there. I wanted to see how this type of his thinking, right? In one of the meetings, he was talking about. He even asked us how many software engineers they were needed for the launch of Falcon One, and he basically asked us, everybody in the room, how many do you think that we needed it? And then it's like people like I don't know, 150, and
Falcon
then
One,
they got
like his rocket.
the rocket,
Mm-hmm.
the
And he
rocket,
was
right?
asking
So
this at Twitter.
yes, at Twitter, and because we
Mhm.
were saying, hey, now we are too small of a team, right? Like we are trying to figure out how big of a team we needed, how many engineers we needed to be able to keep running, I guess, Twitter. So, and then that's when he started asking us, like, do you know how many engineers did we needed for the SpaceX Falcon One? And again, people were guessing 150, right? I was thinking that maybe 20, right? Like, well, because in the way that I'm seeing him, how he operates, 20. And actually, he said, nope, one.
He's like, me. That's it.
Actually, so it was you. So exactly. So that's if they build this machine, maybe it's him, the one that like just tells the machine, like freaking Iron Man.
Yeah.
I just need one software developer, and that's me, because you're gonna do what I said, right? So again, this is kind of his way of thinking, and if he doesn't get there, obviously it was not only one developer in Twitter, but you can see where he's coming from. And the other thing that it was interesting on this, though, is that the guy holds grudges. So, we have been discussing on the pod that he had a beef with OpenAI guy, right, with Sam Altman,
Sam Altman.
and also with Bill Gates.
Hmm.
Even in Twitter, he actually mocks him that he is like the pregnant guy. There is an emoji that he is like the pregnant dude, and he's like has basically called him out. This is your picture.
Yeah.
So I feel that uh it's very interesting. He's very vengeful, and I think that it's just the beef that they have between OpenAI and now with this Microsoft is piling up into his own grudge.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts there?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, he could have picked anything, right? But he's like, no, excellent. I'm gonna do macro hard. Is like the final like little dig there at Microsoft, right? It's just it's really funny. But yeah, I think that's all it is. He picked a target, but there were always Bill Gates was like shorting Tesla and things like that. Like he had this monster short and stuff like those. So it's been going back and forth for whatever reason, right? But they've always had that. So yeah, I think this is true. But it's kind of funny that Bill Gates is being painted like as this like a bad guy almost. I don't know, like in this, like he's this instigator. I mean, dude wears like a sweater vest, doesn't he? I don't know how bad can he be.
I think that I mean, I don't know, man. It's like I even think that he's in the Epstein list. Like if you start seeing around in Reddit, he might be one of those. Who knows? Until we actually truly, this is going more into the conspiracy theories, right?
Mhm.
Um, we'll see. We'll see what the list. And I think that once again, Elon has beef with these people, which moving to the next topic, and it's very interesting that it has coupled headlines and Bill Gates appear, right. There was another headline about the Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella has publicly discussed the initial skepticism of this guy, right? Like, hey, why you're spending 1 billion? You're gonna lose it, right? It's gonna be a
Mhm.
bad bet, and it turned out to not be a bad bet for Microsoft and Satya. So also Satya was surprised, like, oh man, yeah, it's like he didn't expect it to be this big of a bet, and
Mhm.
and in fact, they are doubling down. Like this was in 2019 when they invested 1 billion. Then recently they put in another 10 13 billions, and now they are like full in. They are now in the 100 billions that in a multiple year. Dude, that's a massive investment.
Yeah, it's pretty big. So like, it's just kind of funny. Like again, Bill Gates, what's going on here? Was he trying to manipulate? Like, no, I'm the ultra powerful one that started this whole thing. He doesn't want it to shift from was it a play to like keep him as like the numero uno, the number one. I'm the top dog. Like I don't want you guys to like make this big bet because it could overshadow what he's done. Because I don't know, I would think that at that time 1 billion probably not that big a deal for them. Why would you not, if you had the opportunity to invest, why would you not invest? That seems like, you know, a good play. And it turned out to, yeah, it did end up being a pretty good play for them. Now, AI is being integrated into all of their products.
He doesn't know
Interesting.
much on Microsoft. I'm trying to Google it, and basically, uh, they move a lot of it under the Melissa Gates Foundation. They have that non-profit organization,
Mm,
and I think that individually only Bill Gates owns like 1% of Microsoft, which is like very little. Which also he made a pledge with Warren Buffett to give rid of all of their wealth. So maybe they already move everything under the foundation. So in his mind, is like, hey, I already did. The foundation will continue whatever efforts, right? So uh, I don't know. He even said, even Bill Gates said that that seeing himself like from a few years back and how that person from Bill Gates when he was younger, see him how he is now, he will puke. Those were his words. And the reason why he was saying that he will puke is because he said that he mellow. So he is nicer, I guess, compared younger Bill Gates, which maybe
mm,
I can see it, right? Like the guy was very aggressive. It was against, I guess, Steve Jobs in that time, right? Now is basically the reminiscence of what it was Bill Gates against Elon,
mm.
and he's gonna get shredded with Elon.
I just like I envision I can see like Bill Gates. He's like a toddler that's throwing a tantrum. I don't know. He just I don't see him as like being like cutthroat and stuff like that. This guy, but yeah, maybe he had maybe he did at that
Remember,
point.
dude, he was the richest man on the world for a
Yeah,
long time, like a
yeah, it
long time. There
was.
was no even the difference was abysmal, right? Like he had power. Maybe he
Hmm.
didn't. He was not. Social media was not out.
That's a
That we
good
couldn't
point.
tell the strings that he was pulling. But I feel that I mean we see now with social media and Elon how he's trying to pull and the different type of companies that he owns. Like, yeah, I'm gonna help you, Ukraine. I'm gonna send some satellites, and oh no, no, you're not my friend anymore. Like, let me remove my satellite.
Give me my toys back. Yeah.
So, but I do think that these people, because of the large amount of wealth that they have, is just they have massive power.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So, well, either way, we're going to see, I mean, this partnership and collaboration between OpenAI and Microsoft, we see that it's continuing to grow and things like that. And we do know that Elon, right? He does have that um, with Sam Altman, right? They're always fighting because, right? Elon didn't agree how things turned out with OpenAI, and so I just see like, okay, this is going to be some drama moving forward with Elon trying to attack Microsoft with macro hard, but then at the same time, it's kind of like he's also digging at Sam Altman's OpenAI because of OpenAI and Microsoft's super tight collaboration. So it's almost two birds, one stone that he's that Elon is doing here, and I think a lot of it is really like personally motivated. Like it's just like and for whatever reason, he's like, I gotta get Bill, I gotta get Sam, Elon. But along the way, we get to see like this pretty cool experiment. It's to me, it's just like this a public big experiment that we get to see. Okay, let's 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 see what AI, let's see what it can really do. Can it really just go out and replace this behemoth of a company like Microsoft just with agents? I
I
think it's pretty
I
kind of cool.
I think that Ramirez is a musketeer.
Do we have shirts? I don't know.
I guess you can print songs like "I'm a musketeer." So, uh, I mean, sure, we will see it, right? But once
Yeah,
again, I will not put a bet on it. Tesla, I feel that he's pretty good on hard tech. That's how it's called. Hard tech. It's funny that it's like now it's
macro hard.
micro hard and hard tech, right? So um, I feel that basically like putting like rocket in the space, like a car automation, robots, right? Like that's his jam.
Hmm.
AI, he needs it for the other pieces, but not necessarily to be able to do that. So I feel that if he does it, is he's rethinking a lot of it. So I'm curious because for sure he's able to recruit the smartest people in the world, It's just that sometimes they don't stay for a long time, right? He burns them down. But I guess for his mind is like, as long as Grok exists and is
Yeah.
alive, then he can just order Grok.
He gets more. He's like, silly humans. I don't need those.
Yeah,
He just needs another Grok agent.
yeah.
So this will be very interesting. I mean, if anything, we're going to learn a lot about where do we really have gaps, right, in terms of agent capabilities. And he's got Optimus. I wonder how Optimus will fit into macro hard. I guess if at some point they try to create something physical, Optimus would be able to go in there and build it. I
Mhm.
guess, right?
Which maybe those are gonna be the new astronauts. You send freaking Optimus, right? Like
Hmm.
and figure out if they truly crack that. That's what they're gonna start sending. Instead, remember that you used to send like animals, right? So
Hmm.
I mean, no need to even send that. You send machines and start just figure it out. But yeah, or we start building. Like if truly they want to start building a base, if they already know how to. So um, it's literally science fiction.
Well, speaking of robots and Optimus, we all saw like this new Neo robot that came out. It almost came out of nowhere, right? So the 1X Neo robot. I got pretty excited, right? I'm like, well, might as well. You know what they did? They pulled the whole Tesla, put a deposit down, like
Hmm.
easy refund. I'm like, okay, you sold me. I'll put a couple $100 down, put my name in line. Um, what do you think about this? It's a new humanoid robot that's for sale.
Yeah, damn you, Ramirez, because I follow you. You know, I put my 200 down. You know, so I need to even read the fine print. It's like there's gonna be an Indian dude looking around in my underwear, my chonic.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, me too. I was like, wait a minute, how does this work? No,
So
that'll be fine.
it's gonna be fine. So yeah, and actually we are not like making this up. It's part of their strategy that there's gonna be it's gonna be teleoperated with VR headset with the Facebook headset, and there's gonna be some people probably in India, Philippines, or whatever overseas uh, to try to help you to train it, because as we mentioned it in the podcast before, right now it's very hard to get data to be able to train the machine. So in that way, if they need to move it around, somebody has to stay there almost with a joystick, or in this case with the arms, you just try to move it with the headset and try to move around and all of that. So in that way you don't have to do it, somebody else will have to. But here is the problem, right? You have another person seeing and viewing everything in your house. I don't know, man. I put the limit on Alexa, right? On the voice.
Yeah.
The cameras. I'm gonna disable that shit out. Like no, I'll train it myself, right? So, and if they don't allow us, then I'm gonna have to hack that thing.
Yeah, exactly. So obviously we've been following humanoids, right? Like prices and things like that, right? We've taken a look at some of them. We're aware of like what some of the prices are on these things. So the price of $20,000, and by the way, they have a subscription which is 500 a
Hmm.
month, or you can buy it outright for $20,000. So um, I'm thinking $20,000 for the hardware that it has might be okay. It does have the Jetson Thor, the NVIDIA Thor, for its processing. So I think that's pretty good. It does have two full hands that 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 are worth. Those tend to be pretty expensive. They can be 10K per hand. So that right there, you're getting kind of your 20K of money's worth. They also, what's curious, I think they don't use all motors. I think they may have like a tendon system. So I'm pretty curious around about that. Um, and I think the telepresence, or the having an offshore person doing your chores for you, like we mentioned at the start, I think that's an option. I don't think that's the default. I think if you ask it to do something that is out of the ordinary, that's when they'll step in and say, "Hey, do you do you want someone offshore to do this for you, and it's more like an opt-in type thing. It's not like a default thing. So maybe you could just tell them, hey, cover your eyes while you're changing in your closet so it's not peeping on you. I don't know. But I think when they come out, there should be some safeguards in place. And obviously, if it's not, then we just cancel our order. But I figured that seems to be a, a good enough stopgap or intermediate step. Like, because we know right now it is kind of hard to train all these humanoids, right? We know
Mhm.
that it's going to take time, right? Um, I think it's a decent trade off. You know, eventually you may not need this person telepresence with an Oculus Rift or whatever controlling your bot. I think it'd be cool if I could even put on the headset and control it myself. I think that'd be kind of cool too. So it'd be nice if that was an option as
Yeah.
well. Don't get any ideas, Mondo.
So let me share my screen because obviously, uh, freaking like Twitter is just went bananas, right? So let me show you like the memes though. So I don't know if you remember like Rick and Morty, but what is my purpose? To give a call center Indian jobs and spy on America for Israel. Oh my god! So and there's again tons of like memes, right? Like
Uh-huh.
look at it, and because it has like it face, so it's like yeah, hilarious, man, hilarious.
Yeah, there are some very very interesting memes out there. I think I sent you one where you haven't paid your subscription this month yet, and it's just like waking you up, and every time it wakes you up, then it starts holding a pillow over your head. Your subscription's about to be canceled.
I
So it's
guess
like,
it is gonna be creepy though. It's gonna take some time to suddenly see the person. You just wake up and the thing is there, like, hey, you know.
yeah, yeah. I think this is pretty interesting. I also think they probably felt they had to get this product out, like it was going to be an hour never. By the way, this guy apparently has been working on robotics for over a decade, so
Yeah.
they're not necessarily a new to robotics. They have been around for a while. He's been trying to solve this problem for a bit of time, and I think the product itself seems to be pretty good. Like in terms of its soft face, it wears like a jogger suit or something like that. It seems to be okay. Optimus is supposedly right around the corner, so I think they felt, they wanted to get ahead of that
Also, I think that maybe
before, and Unitree's like
yeah,
hitting it
but
out the park too.
I mean, having a Chinese robot, right? No offense, but I want something that is regulated with American government, right? So,
Yeah,
um,
these guys are out of Palo Alto, I think.
yeah, yeah. So, I think that maybe the that's gonna play out if it is Chinese company. The US is gonna put a lot of regulations. I mean, even we see it with TikTok, right? Like, imagine
Yeah.
also like a machine that is going to be always listening and watching, right? So and send it to the cloud, like all of the data from Americans households. Yeah, no, it's not going to work. But
Hmm.
regarding the price, I think that this was a smart move to say, hey, let's set the price a baseline, and I feel that maybe because now every like we know that the scale the K scale guys, which actually I went and visit in San Francisco a couple of weeks ago. Maybe I should put a couple of videos on the K scale guys. They are trying to approach it in a very cheap way, almost like a 10 to 15K, and it's like almost do it yourself type of a way. Then now you have a commercial one which is 20K. So I hope that freaking Tesla comes maybe 40, 50K, right? Like a half of a car, and Cybertruck car.
Half a Cybertruck, maybe.
No, no, yeah, no, no, the other one. I forgot even which ones are like the small ones. But anyways, I feel that maybe that's how the pricing is going to turn out to be. Um, We'll see. I think that they were smart on the 20K. I don't think that they were too low or too high.
Yeah, it seems good. And it seems like their target market, right, is for like domestic help at home
Mhm.
versus Optimus. They probably have a wider range of target markets, like they'll target businesses and factories and manufacturing stuff like that. So it's got to be a little bit. The capabilities have to be a little bit different. So we'll see kind of what this turns out. They said they're going to start shipping in 2026. So 26 is right around the corner, but obviously that probably means December 25th of 2026.
With
Right?
3 months delay, so 2027. Or
2027.
or how we did it for freaking Cybertruck almost 5 years, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, exactly. So, but we'll see. Obviously, if this thing turns out to be a dud, hopefully we get $200 back. But if not, no big loss. But I think this is pretty cool to see this humanoid. The humanoids are like picking up steam pretty quickly. I know it's something that we've got an interest in, and Mondo's been doing some videos on some of his homemade type stuff that he's getting a lot of good learnings from. So that if we see Mondo Bot round the way here pretty soon, you don't be surprised.
the Gomez bot.
The Gomez Bot. Mondo Bot has a better ring to it, I think.
It's gonna be like there's a product though. People sometimes send me it's like a deodorant, Mando deodorant.
Oh, I think you're right. I send that to you. I was like, hey,
Yep. No, you're not the only one. So it's like, no, I was
okay.
first. The other people that they meet me is like, oh, like the Mandalorian. No, I was first.
Ah. Oh, it's too funny. All right. Well, anyways, that'll be pretty cool. We'll keep you guys up to date with that, and hopefully we will get this out there kind of soon. And moving on, just kind of a different topic, kind of a little bit on the lighter side. I know a lot of people have been talking about the 3AI Atlas, right? The
Aliens.
comet slash UFO, whatever it is. It's been changing shapes. It's been changing colors. It's been changing trajectories, kind of in an unexplained way. I guess Kim Kardashian got like pretty excited about it and started talking about how we've never even been to the moon. How can this thing be real? I don't know.
I
It's like,
didn't see
what did she
that.
say?
I
It's
didn't
like,
see
what
that.
did she say? Yeah. So NASA took exception to that, and let me share the screen real quick. Um, she kind of looks like she's wearing a space outfit. I don't know
Oh, really?
what this is. No. So yeah, so NASA took exception to this and said, hello, Kim. Actually, we've been there like 6 times or something like
Actually,
that. Actually, but it's kind of funny, right? I don't know if she was actually being serious or she just trying to make a funny comment. But obviously, there's always been this conspiracy about have we ever really been to the moon? Was it all staged or not? And NASA did come back with a few proof evidence that they said. I'm going to go through them. There's 3 things they said.
all right.
All right. Okay. Just to help the non-mooners out there. Is that what they're called? The never mooners? I don't know what they're
Never
what they're called.
mind.
They said, okay, we've got moon rocks. So apparently Apollo astronauts brought back 332 kilograms of independently verified moon rock back to Earth. Okay,
Mhm.
these are samples that could not have been formed under conditions on Earth. So independently verified, we've got moon rocks. Okay, so that's evidence number one. Evidence number
Mhm.
two.
We have pictures.
Conspirator count. All right. Look, they're saying if we fake the moon landing, we would have had to have 400,000 people in on it, like to like keep the charade going. This is how many people were involved, I guess, with the launches and stuff like that to the moon. Um, which 400,000 people to try and keep a secret doesn't seem to be something that's very viable, right?
Debatable though. Like maybe only like 10 truly know, and it's like yeah, it's there, and it's
Mm,
like Like I don't know. That one is like
All right,
the,
we got an ever mooner here.
no, no, no. The other one is like the first one maybe didn't happen. The next one's yeah, but it's like the first one with you see the machine, man. It's like seriously, how do you came back?
That's true. We did post a picture of that lunar rover a couple weeks back. We're like, man, that thing.
With
I
freaking
don't know how it
SpaceX
made
has
it up
all
there.
of the freaking technology and the Raptor and like this thing's like almost like a bathtub,
And like, yeah, like yellowing plastic on the outside. All right,
Yeah.
evidence number 3, the visual evidence. Okay, so they're saying that there's high definition photos. They got the pictures.
I told you
They
pictures
got the
were
high
coming.
definition photos taken by the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter, the LRO, since the late 2000s that show the descent stages of the lunar modules and even the tracks left by the astronauts on the moon. So you could see there's little pitter patters of astronauts out there. So 3 evidences that show we really did go to the moon. So
Once
sorry,
again,
Kim.
it's probably not the first one. It's the later ones. It's like I still don't understand why the flag was like waving. Like and the shadows, right? Like like those are kind of the two things that is like tough. And obviously seeing the technology for me is like the combination of those three is like later on, yeah, for sure we made it, right? Yes, we got the sandbag or whatever. but, but yeah, it's like man, it's like the technology. It was too archaic, too small to be able to make it back.
Well, it's good to be have a healthy sense of skepticism. That means you do your due diligence and research, Mondo.
Okay, get your team full now.
And we are going back Artemis project, right? So
Yes.
uh, you know, well, everyone can bust out their telescopes and stuff and
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
it
So that,
head
I
to the
feel that
moon.
yes, exactly. There is more technology everybody can watch. I once again I feel that maybe the Kardashian, right? Like Kim is like I feel that maybe she was a never mooner. What how do you call it?
Coined here first on Tech-Mex.
I don't know. None of our terms have actually catch up, man.
I know we're uh, we're not doing too good there, but yeah. So just thought we'd have a fun laugh there. Just we, she is a lawyer now. I think actually, I think she finally got her
From
legal
Harvard, right?
degree. Probably. So Kim's on a roll lately. Um, Hey, if you guys liked our conversations today, if we gave you a chuckle, please give us a chuckle back and like and subscribe and comment. We have hit, I checked this morning, 502. We got 502 subscribers, pushed
Yeah.
us over the edge. We really do appreciate that. I'll give a quick shout out to the person that I met or that came up to me at what are those bouncy houses called? It's like a trampoline zone. I don't know, out in Sugarland.
Okay, I guess.
Hope you like the party favors. I'm not sure what was in them, but no, really appreciate it. Tell your friends, spread the word. It really does help us out. But I think that's all we got for today. So we'll see y'all next time. Dale.
Bye.